Hello, dear friends. Good morning. Such a beautiful, beautiful morning. It is beautiful because it's gray, but inside the library, it's bright and sunshine. Not sunshine, bright and light shine. Here I am in Austin, and I am in the library, and it's a beautiful, beautiful, very modern library. So I decide to use it. I ask if I can use the quiet room, and they say it's if you see nobody in, you can get in. Otherwise, you need to make a booking. Well, now it's perfect, so I get myself in and write my name on the whiteboard, and and do some video recording and editing and see how it works. And I just want to live my life in another city while traveling, not only see the tourist attraction. And this is the best tourist attraction. Okay, let me see if I can do it in one shot. And I mean recording in one shot. You know, when you do recording, it's always you re-edit, and it takes so much time. So I got up in the morning, and it was raining outside. It's not very convenient to walk. It's a teeny tiny little small rains, and you may walk, but it might be more comfortable just to take a bus. So I hop on a bus, and I do not know where it is going to take me. And the most convenient thing, or the convenient thing, is that now we have internet, or now we have information, everything on the internet. So I can check where I am going to. I pull out a map on my phone and found this bus takes me to museums, to city capital, and I decide to end up in Austin Library. So I stopped right in front of the library. And you can see I'm still very touristy. My outfit, raincoat, and double backpack, one little bag, purse. Anyway, it brings me to think a lot of things. I will elaborate a little bit more as I move on. So this is the library entrance. I was thinking this library entrance does not seem so so outstanding. Actually, I was entering from a side gate, and then this is very much close to the front entrance, and the library is still under construction. It's not under construction. It's a finished construction, is full on in use. But from here and there are some little things you need to fix up. So there are people are fixing some lighting, and there is this scaffolding lift, and always make this zzz, 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 zzz sound. And the children's area is also nearby. So it's very much like a circus at the entrance level at this stage. And but the library, with no doubt, is such a wonderful design, and very human and very good design. Look at this chair, and the chair is carved out, so it saves space. It is pretty, It saves material and it's light. It's just a very good design. And there is a used bookstore. So I was in the bookstore, and everything you can see it is very good, very new, very good. It is a pity that this kind of a big cosmopolitan or metropolitan libraries does not have the small town library, that charm in the middle of the woods with natural light, but they are making effort. And the entrance, there is a beautiful coffee shop. It's called Cookbook Coffee. And on one side is the coffee section near to the library. On the other side is the breakfast or something, or lunch or dinner. And, and this must be a very center of attraction. And the people come here to make video. And I was just laughing, this guy need to stand up on chair to talk with this interviewed person, the hero or the main character of their story. And then later on I came in and they borrowed a room also, same as me. I am the same as them. Anyway, they borrowed a room to do some video editing and re-recording. So it's a very, very active place. People come here to enjoy a cup of coffee, to use their restaurant. And the restaurant, I'm thinking it must be a full function outside of a restaurant, but just in conjunction with the library. It is good for all. It gives the restaurant a special character, and it brings a certain clientele, and it's a win-win situation, and everything is very convenient. It's very well thought of. Another thing I am thinking about is homelessness, and is away from home, the uncomfort when you do not have the comfort. By traveling, we get the chance of seeing the life not under your convenient or comfort room or familiar room. You do not sleep in your familiar bed, and you do not live the life as you usually do. And I hope this can bring sympathy to other people. I know people travel because they want to enjoy the world and seeing different things, but I always think travel is an opportunity for me to get away from my comfort zone, to see life, to fit into a life with relatively simple condition or unfamiliar condition. So, for example, I have to charge my phone now and then. It's not because it's dead. It's not because of I do not have a travel charger. I have a travel charger, and my phone is on low power mode. It can last long, but the fear of, if it is running out of the battery, the fear of bad things happen, it really is very intimidating. And I have this fear only during the long day, and I know at the end of the day I can go back to my place where I rent to charge my phone, to prepare myself, I can have hot tea if I need, and I can have food if I need. I can have a bed at least. But just think, there are people, we all have a hard time from now and then. And through this traveling, it gives me the chance to see other people who travel by themselves or who is struggling in life, who is having a hard time in life. If libraries have a good charging facility and provided with water, with charging facility, people at least can have a decent condition when they are out of luck. And we need to provide people a chance to be good. And we all have time that is not that good, no matter spiritually, physically, or materially. There are times we are just not at our very best, or at the time we are at the very worst of ourselves. But if given a chance, we may stand up again. So I really, really think library is so important, and public facility is so important, especially now when there are more and more difficulties in life, and so much extremity. The rich people become extremely rich, and the people has less mean become even lesser mean. And this is the time public service come up and bring us back to our ground. This might be a little bit too out of the talk. This is particularly my thought every time I go to library, especially I travel to a different city, and I make sure every time I go to a city, one of the most important place I visit is the library, because it is the soul of the city. A city with a good library, with accommodating condition, and with the human decency shows the city government, shows the city administration, shows the spirit of the city. And also, not only people who is in a lesser condition, there are also people who really use it. Young people come here for story time, and little kids, mom with little kids, dad with little kids, grandparents with little kids, and the students come here. And I have seen all these this conference room and the shared study room, they are all booked out. I find first, second, third, I find quite a few floors until I got into this room to do the recording. And the people actively use it. I can see young, good-looking, not good-looking, young, prosperous with great expectation, these young, full of energy people coming here. Maybe they are discussing their next startup. And this is the place to brew the next generation of energy, of technology, of lifestyle. And library is the best. So I went to the rooftop. Maybe you have already seen the rooftop. I did a little bit of, through the window I see the rooftop. And this is inside. There are still some library shelves not yet filled up, and everything is good, is perfect, is beautiful. I enjoy this place very, very much. And so this is my my personal priority. Whenever I travel, I go to see their libraries. And I can do so many things. I can charge my phone. I can sit down. You know, the tourist attraction or the beautiful places, there are so many. You will never end up seeing, you will anyway, you will not finish to see them. So decide your priority. Whatever is more important to you, do it. This makes your travel has a meaning, has a purpose, and has more your self-value. Don't you agree? And maybe this is the reason I do not travel with other people. Well, I do travel with other people, but one of the good way to arrange traveling is to separate. Okay, for example, when I travel with my sister in Germany, we decide 2 hours later we meet up, or 3 hours later meet up. And when I travel with my friend, we also do this. So this way we can have a different interest and different strategy. I feel that the best way to use our time and energy is to give everyone the freedom. Freedom is the most important. So here I am on the rooftop garden. Oh, it's so beautiful. People, you can see the view of the city. How can anyone not like Austin? It is very spacious, and the landscape is just so blessed, so gifted. There is a river, there is a creek going into the river, and it is designed into the city municipal plan. And there is a creek still. You can see the creek, walk across the creek to go to the two part of the city. And it's just a small bridge, 1 or 2 or 3 small bridges. And because of the creek, it adds some different dimension of the city landscape. It is still within the cement forest, the skyscrapers, high towers, but under it, down it, you can see some variety of
okay,
land.
now I'm doing my recording. I love you. I really do. Do. Bye bye, friends.
I live in
It's
Bay
wonderful.
Area, so the land is so much developed. The park becomes smaller and smaller and smaller, and